Jehoash, king of Israel. In the 37th year of Joash, king of Judah, Jehoahaz, son of Jehoahaz, became king of Israel in Samaria, and he reigned 16 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and did not turn away from any of the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, which he had caused Israel to commit. He continued in them. As for the other events of the reign of Joash, all he did, and his achievements, including his war against Ahaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the books of the annals of the kings of Israel? Jehoash rested with his fathers, and Jeroboam succeeded him in the throne. Jehoash was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. Now Elisha was suffering from the illness from which he died. Jehoash, king of Israel, went down to see him and wept over him. My father, he cried, the chariots and horsemen of Israel. Elisha said, get a bow and some arrows. And he did so. Take the bow in your hand, he said to the king of Israel. When he had taken it, Elisha put his hand on the king's hand. Open the east window, he said, and he opened it. Shoot, Elisha said, and he shot. The Lord's arrow of victory, the arrow of victory over Syria. Elisha declared, you will completely destroy the Syrians at Aphek. Then he said, take the arrows, and the king took them. Elisha told him, strike the ground. He struck it 3 times and stopped. The man of God was angry with him and said, you should have struck the ground 5 or 6 times. Then you would have defeated Syria and completely destroyed it. But now you will defeat it only 3 times. Elisha died and was buried.
Okay, Elisha died and buried, verse 21, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
That's 20. Elisha died and was buried. Now Moabite raiders used to enter the country every spring. Once, while some Israelites were burying a man, suddenly they saw a band of raiders. So they threw the man's body into Elisha's tomb. When the body touched Elisha's bones, the man came to life and stood up on his feet. You know what? And then they go on talking about King Hazael. I didn't even talk about that. Like, that's such an amazing thing. You think they'd have a little more dialogue about it? Like, it's wow. You think they'd gather everybody in town that's sick and dying and throw them on top of his body? Okay. Hazael, king of Aram, oppressed Israel throughout the reign of Jehoahaz. But the Lord was gracious to them and had compassion and showed concern for them because of his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. To this day he has been unwilling to destroy them or banish them from his presence. Verse 26.
Hazael, king of Aram, or Syria, died, and Ben-Hadad, his son, succeeded him as king. Then Joash, son of Jehoahaz, recaptured from Ben-Hadad, son of Hazael, the towns he had taken in battle from his father Jehoahaz. 3 times Joash defeated him, and so he recovered the Israelite towns. Chapter 14. Ahaziah, king of Judah. In the 2nd year of Joash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel, Ahaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 29 years. His mother's name was Jehoadin. She was
Joe
from
must
Jerusalem.
mean like child of or something.
He did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. Finally, one of them does something right in the eyes of the Lord, but not as his father David had done, or not as generations back, David. In everything he followed the example of his father Joash. The high places, however, were not removed, and people continued to offer sacrifices and burnt incense there. After the kingdom was firmly in his grip, he executed the officials who had murdered his father the king. Yet he did not put the sons of the assassins to death, in accordance with what is written in the book of the law of Moses, where the Lord commanded, fathers shall not be put to death for their children, nor children put to death for their fathers. Each is to die for his own sin.
That's what it should be.
He was the one who defeated 10,000 Edomites in the Valley of Salt and captured Selah in battle, calling it Jokthal, the name it has to this day. Then Ahaziah sent messengers to Joash, son of Jehoahaz, the son of Jehu, king of Israel, with the challenge, "Come meet me face to face." But Jehoash, king of Israel, replied to Ahaziah, king of Judah, "A thistle in Lebanon sent a message to a cedar in Lebanon. Give your daughter..."
So he's comparing himself as like a cedar and the other guy's like a thistle. So he's saying you're nothing, right?
"Give your daughter to my son in marriage." Then a wild beast in Lebanon came along and trampled the thistle underfoot. "You have indeed defeated Edom, and now you are arrogant. Glory in your victory, but stay at home. Why ask for trouble and cause your own downfall, and that of Judah also?" Amaziah, however, would not listen, so Jehoash, king of Israel, attacked. He and Amaziah, king of Judah, faced each other at Ben-Shemesh in Judah. Judah was routed by Israel, and every man fled to his home. Jehoash, king of Israel, captured Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Joash, the son of Ahaziah, at Beth-Shemesh. Then Joash went to Jerusalem and broke down the wall of Jerusalem from the Ephraim gate to the corner gate, a section about 600 feet long. He took all the gold and silver and all the articles found in the temple of the Lord and in the treasuries of the royal palace. He also took hostages and returned to Samaria.
So I'm reading the next little section here, starting at verse...
Let me stop at 23.
At verse 15. As for the other events of the reign of Jehoash, what he did and his achievements, including his war against Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Israel? Jehoash rested with his fathers and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel, and Jeroboam his son succeeded him as king. Verse 17. Amaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, lived for 15 years, and after the death of Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel. As for the others, events of the Amaziah's reign, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Judah? Mine says the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
We'll be reading this all again in the Chronicles.
I know, over again. They conspired against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. But they sent men after him to Lachish and killed him there. And he was brought back by horse and was buried in Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. Then all the people of Judah took Asherah, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of his father Amaziah. He was the one who rebuilt Elath and restored it to Judah after Amaziah rested with his fathers. And that's the end of part 1. So we will be back in a short time with part 2 and many more big long words. So don't go away.
God bless.
Yeah, see you shortly. And I just have to click this little button here to get it. I didn't. I think you're going to have to do it because I don't have my